he never had to go to Lavender Tower. His Rhyhorn was enough to win, and it even evolved in that battle. Ash sends out his Snorlax. Most people would consider this a grave mistake, as normal type attacks do not have any effect on ghost type. However, ghost type attacks also do not affect normal type, and with his Snorlax's use of attacks like Ice Punch, Ash figured this would be his best chance to get a lead. And quite fortunately for Ash, this ends up happening. In fact, it may have been the best move that Ash could have made. The only move that Ghastly can use is Hypnosis and Dream Eater combo that yet today for this purpose, and therefore will not under any circumstances fall asleep. And with that, Agatha is already to her second Pokemon. Upon her command for a curse, Haunter pulls out a giant nail from its mouth and shoves the nail into the side of its head. This costs a lot of health, but now all that Haunter needs is, and slowly but surely this works and Snorlax falls. Ash returns the large Pokemon with his thanks. Ash carefully picks his next Pokemon, choosing to go with his Flygon. The Flygon is able to quickly take out Haunter with a simple bug bite. Agatha smiles, seeing the dragon type that Ash has called onto the field, before declaring. Looking at the Pokédex, he learns that these are Dreepies, and that they enjoy being shot from dragon pools. Knowing that this move could potentially do a lot to his ground dragon, Ash calls for Flygon to quickly disappear into the ground with Dig. Obediently, the dragon disappears into the ground. But the dragon darts, or in other words, Dreepies, follow. Ash knows that this is bad. They are small enough to be able to get through easily, but he has an idea. And so Ash calls for a Dragon Pulse once again. The ground just above Dragon Pulse explodes with the attack, and Flygon is immediately out, flying towards the dragon type, and scratches at the dragon type, going through. The two Dreepy, one of whom cannot stop itself and slams into the ghost type. The other one does manage to dodge and hits Flygon. The two dragon type fall to the ground and slowly struggle back up. Then they once again launch at each other for an attack. This time, Bug Bite and Poison Thing. And the result of this, Flygon faints, followed by the Drapion Drapion. That's the wrong name. That's the name of that guy. Anyways. Out comes Dusclops and Glade. This battle, just like the last one, is fast, with Glade quickly being able to close the distance, dodge Shatter Balls, land Psycho Cuts, and after a lot of back and forth and some fire punches from the Dusclops, Glade falls, followed shortly by Dusclops. And out comes Rhyhorn and what looks to Ash like a casket. Pulling out his Pokédex, he quickly goes over the info on this strange Pokemon. And then the battle begins. Quickly, Ash calls for Rock Throw to keep the ghost type at a distance. And obediently, Rhyhorn rains balls of rock on the ghost type, who in return rains shadow balls on the rock type. This quickly becomes a battle of endurance, and it ends in a draw. Ash stares down this opponent knowing that it will probably be the most dangerous. Then he sends out his Eevee, and the battle begins. Something worth noting here is, once again, Ash's attacks don't actually affect it. And as the battle begins, it becomes clear that Eevee does actually have a rather recently learned move that not only hurts ghost types, but is super effective. Disarming Voice, a psychic type, not psychic, fairy type move. And so Eevee is able to get several good hits on Gengar by singing really poorly. However, eventually Eevee does fall to a Hypnosis and Dream Eater combo, leaving Gengar almost fully restored. So out comes Charizard. This battle quickly becomes one of whack-a-mole, as Charizard flies up and is able to stay out of the ghost type's range for the most part, except for the occasional Shadow Ball, and Gengar, being ghost, can go sink into the ground. Flamethrowers hit, Shadow Balls are thrown and oftentimes hit, but eventually Gengar does fall, causing Charizard to roar mightily. And that's all for now. Until next time, goodbye.